Hey all, welcome back to Awful Stories. I'm Michael, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe for daily videos. The first was made in the relationship advice subreddit by a user named FalseFile. The post is titled, "My wife wants to feel more desired and contemplating to have sex with other men." Recently, when I was using my wife's ChatGPT, I stumbled upon a chat called Bringing Up Cuckold Relationship. I have read the chat, and here are the points. My wife nearly cheated when she was on a girls' trip in Prague, but did not, because I am a wonderful husband and she cannot do this to me. She contemplates telling me about opening up our relationship, wants to flirt, kiss, and make love with other hotter men, but cannot tell me because she is scared of how I will react since I'm such a loyal husband and hate the idea of open relationship marriages. She feels that she is too comfortable with me and that I give her a safe place, but her best years are passing, and she feels like she is missing out. The most painful part, she wrote that she even imagines other men while we are having sex. The current situation is that we have sex multiple times a week, but she tells me that it's not enough, and I've been trying to make up for the missing days. She also claims that I am not sexually active enough for her, and we have arguments about it about once a month. My opinion is that I need to run and fast because if those ideas are coming to her beautiful head just after a year of marriage, she will definitely act on this in the future. Okay, wow, this one hit hard. Imagine stumbling onto your wife's private chats and finding out she's been secretly wrestling with fantasies about other men, even imagining them during sex. And not just casual daydreams, but full-on thoughts about wanting to flirt, kiss, and make love with others, all while feeling guilty because she knows it would hurt you. She even goes to admit that she's scared of how OP will react because she knows how loyal and committed he is. That safe place he is giving her seems to become a double-edged sword. Now, OP's left questioning whether to run for the hills or try to figure out what this all means for the relationship after just a year of marriage. Honestly, that's the million-dollar question here. It's a tough spot to be in. Do you hold on and try to work through this together, or do you accept that her mind might already be drifting? Definitely a complicated situation, and it's clear this can't just be brushed aside. Son of Satan said, "Yep, run. She will try to fight and claw you back, but you will never be happy in this marriage. The woman you are supposed to be with wouldn't be obsessing over this kind of stuff. You are not compatible and need to leave before it ends in ruin." The fixer said she is already thinking about being with other guys after only 1 year. As the marriage lengthens, this will get worse, not better. Both of you are not at the same phase in life as she still wants to have excitement via newness. You are the safe option. It is time to move on. To this realistic duty said, secretly meet with a divorce attorney and start prepping for divorce. It's likely she's already cheated on you in Prague. Get your ducks in a row and file for divorce. This cannot end well. She will cheat if you don't let her be with other guys. It's insane. Your marriage is over. The second story for today was made in the relationship subreddit by a user named Not a Model. The post is titled, "I don't know how to deal with insecurities from dating my boyfriend who is much more attractive than me. I've been in a new 10-month but amazing relationship with my boyfriend Aiden, who's a total babe on top of being incredibly charming, kind-hearted, intelligent, and ambitious. He's the total package and I'm in love. However, since we started dating, I've been getting sometimes snide, sometimes outright rude comments from friends and family regarding the apparent disparity in our appearances. They've ranged from, wow, how did you manage to get this one, to, well, he's obviously with you for your personality. I don't think I'm unattractive by any means, but to be honest, looks have never been a metric by which I judged both myself and others. This is the first relationship I've been in where, due to external comments, I've started to actively become self-conscious and critical about my own physical appearance. Aiden has casually modeled and acted in some indie films in the past, and as a result has also dated models and actresses who are absolute stunners. He's never been anything but complimentary towards me, always telling me how gorgeous I am and how much he wants me because he's a sweetheart. But I can't help but feel like a bit of an ugly duckling whenever we're out with his crowd. And guys, trust me, I know there's way more to someone than their looks, but the tangible reality of it is that in some groups it's clear who everyone wants to be holding the camera instead of in front of it. Generally, I'm pretty happy with myself. I've got decent style, a solid career, and engaging hobbies. And I've been trying to remind myself to focus on those things instead of my looks when I feel insecure. But I guess I feel frustrated because of all the comments, and the scenario of an uglier girl with a more attractive guy seems to draw the ire and judgment of other people more frequently than anything else. I have seriously heard comments even from people I considered good friends who have known me for years, to the effect that I should be wary of him leaving me for someone more beautiful. Recently, an old model fling of Aiden's moved to our city and has been actively trying to get him to go clubbing and dancing with her and her friends. She has made some rather judgmental comments about why he isn't dating someone prettier when he clearly could. She's all over his social media. I only have Instagram for design content and never post pictures of myself. And try as I might, I can't help but feel insecure over how much attention her pictures get. And also the old pictures she's been posting of her and Aiden recently, and the comments from mutual friends saying they would make a gorgeous couple. It really sucks because they are gorgeous together, and I can't help but think we'll never look like we fit the way they do. I don't want my insecurities to sabotage an amazing relationship, but I haven't ever experienced this kind of self-esteem issue over something that I can't change or at least work on about myself. Aiden has no idea I've been feeling this way, and I've been too embarrassed to talk to him about it because one of the things he says he really loves about me is that I'm confident in who I am. I'm afraid he'll think less of me if I express my insecurities over something that is fairly superficial, I guess. How do I get over this feeling, and am I just doomed to hear these kinds of comments for the rest of our relationship? Revo said, so a guy who is this total package definitely can pick anybody he wants to be with, and he picked you. For whatever reasons he has, you are the one he chooses to be with each and every day. Sounds like you have a lot going for you to me. Feel good about that. Everybody else is jealous and can pound sand. Don't give anything negative from them a second of your time. Psych Lady said, well, he has to like you for who you are, right? At least you would be being real with him if you shared that it was making you feel insecure. Don't let the comments get to you, and trust that he is with you for the right reasons, because the right person will be there with you for all the right reasons. His role as your boyfriend is to help you feel comfortable and desirable, and by all means go to him with your insecurities or you won't be happy. You're the one dating him, not his friends or his family. I'm assuming the relationship is relatively new, so it will probably get easier as time goes by and your bond strengthens. 7 years later, OP finally gave us an update. We got engaged a year ago, which felt like one of the best days of my life. The universe decided no, and earlier this year, I found out my fiance cheated on me in the first months of our relationship and slept with his ex-model fling a few times, even though he had denied there was anything other than friendship between them. I found out because she still shares mutual friends with him and is in the same field. We were all at an event and she made a snide comment about it after a friend heard about our engagement and congratulated me. I can't really put into words how betrayed I felt. Our entire relationship was built on lies, and years of insecurity were being validated after I finally put them to rest. We tried working through it, but I decided to break things off because I don't think I'll ever be able to trust him again. He made sounds about how it was an early mistake and that I'd be throwing away 5 years of our relationship, but to be honest, I felt like they never became a thing because she wasn't interested in more, not him. So yeah, I wish I could say all of the "but he picked you" comments were correct, but clearly it was too good to be true. Bumblebee said, just want to mention that his cheating has absolutely nothing to do with him being more attractive than you or even his ex being more attractive than you. Men cheat on beautiful women all the time, often with less attractive women and often when they themselves are unattractive. Cheating is a character flaw. He would likely have cheated on the model too if they had gotten together for real, and will probably cheat on his next partner. I hope in all this you don't internalize that you were right to think he was too good looking for you, because that's absolutely not the problem. Thin Rip said, you didn't throw away 5 years, you refused to waste the next 5. Finding out later is brutal, but at least you found out before a wedding, kids, and shared finances. That's not a loss. That's an expensive lesson paid in time instead of your whole life. The insecurity wasn't wrong, your gut was on point. Next time, don't silence it for someone else's comfort. Trust is earned, not begged for. You've already proven you can walk away from what doesn't serve you. That's power most people never find. To this comment, OP said 100%, still hurting immensely, but now that the dust has settled a bit, I am so grateful that we didn't get married or have kids. I'm almost 3 times his income and was totally enabling his lifestyle. Now I have so much time and energy to invest in myself, my friends, and family.